What's good, 2K family? Today we're talking about my team. It's going to be a special video. I got a lot of cool things to bring up about what's the evolution for my team. There's plenty of different things to discuss. But before we do, like, subscribe, and comment if you rock with me and want more. All right, let's get it. So, first things first, man, the news for my team is coming. And this video is basically just anticipation and also things that I feel like can really change this experience into something special and take us to another level. So let's dive in. So, first thing that I want to kind of talk about with my team is there's an offline community, there's an online community, and it's expanding further and further. And I love that, and I think that it needs to continue, and there's plenty of, like, actual feedback that probably people that you know or yourself have when it comes to different things that you wanna do when it comes to the challenges in the game or the rep system or even events that you might want in the game. We're not gonna really discuss too crazily with some of the stuff that's there that needs to be improved. It's more about new ideas and new ways. So hopefully this will inspire you to share some thoughts for yourself and go down the rabbit hole in that topic and see, more or less what it could be. What could come of this as we go forward. So yeah, that being said, first things first, the biggest change that I personally want. I talked about it in a previous video. I'm going to go ahead and just show you just a quick look at what I'm talking about and why I want this to be basically added to the game. Okay. So as you can see right here, this is my career player. I walked into the building from the opened area of my career, brought my character in. Now I can go over here and I'll end up playing with an NBA player. I'm at the Triple Threat Park. I believe this park is the most successful new addition that they added to the game. Even somebody like me who spent 2,000 plus hours on my career side of things came over here and had a lot of fun just kind of going in on these modes right here. This park, it's a separate park, but it's basically connected. I believe we need to have this full time accessible right away, not just up here away from all of the scenarios. Okay. I think that's something that can change the game even more. It is nice that it's here, but I have to go up into the location on the map and do all this stuff just to get here. I want it on the actual floor of 2K. That way anybody could just walk up to this just like they do the regular mode. Secondly, what I wanted was more immersive for your player. Okay. So I can't play my career character and upgrade him while I'm playing in the my team modes. Let's say I'm just going offline and I say, hey, I need to play 100 games. I want to do this. I want to do that. I could just go in here and do that in this my team area. I think that would be a big W and a big change that can help us all to evolve. Going to be a really good way to go from there. So what I mean is in here, there's a bunch of offline modes, for example, that don't count to my career. And they're just going strictly to my team. In my personal opinion, combining them would be the best thing because the community can really get more immersed into these challenges. And, my career will benefit from having more modes, more challenges within the, career side and offline portion and do all these other things, triple threat, the king of the court, all that. Now, on top of this, same thing with the online modes. Allow my career players to have their modes, which they've done before. You can play with your player in the game and you're able to progress with that character. But this time around, like I said, your character is going to progress in my career and in my team together. So I'm going to combine and allow you to have your character at a 99. Of course, it's not going to turn into 100 and cheat code the game. But having that in there, okay, not everybody's going to want to play with their my career player. That's fine. You can have your 99 invincibles, Whatever you want, as you can see, I have some of them here. That's fine. But player likes that wants to continue their my career progression and still get benefits and still grind through everything is I think this is the wave to go. And I did a video about rep and how it should be combined. And what I meant was there's two different paths. See this path right here? This is the my team. Okay, that's fine. Keep it the way it is. But add different trackers just like this. So it's going to be basically rep on the bottom for my team. And then on the second one is rep for my career. And the way this works is you can simultaneously develop those as you go, depending on what mode you play. You probably get more XP here, more XP there. But this will basically open the door for a lot of people to play both modes without feeling penalized in sacrificing. Because there are times I want to play my team a lot, but I don't have the time because I got to play my career. I got things to do in there. I got to do a lot of stuff. They already added this season pass where you're able to earn for both. Why not do it for rep to the same extent if you're adding all the features that I want, which I think will change this game drastically. And just think about it. You're doing all these challenges for your My Career player. He has to be in the game. You're doing them. And he's also getting his XP, his VC, his badge progressions. You could just be in here doing all this stuff for your character as well. It's like My Career is getting left out of having all of these functions that could help. Now, there's somebody in my comments mad, like, no, keep it separate. All you My Career guys cheese the games. Like, actually, if you think about it, what player, I mean, I can go down the list. Like, you look at my homeboy here, and I love this character, by the way, so let's not act like I'm trying to hate on him. But a dude got an A+ on everything. You trying to worry about my build that will only have 2 or 3 A+ compared to 99 on almost every single thing. He got like 1 or 2 things that's 98. Okay, compare him to my character, which will never come close to that, no matter what I put on there. I'm willing to take that sacrifice if I can go into these modes and just have fun with my created character. Okay. And so that's something I think that would make the game special, change things drastically for the community, because now everybody's united doing their thing. And I think it'll be a fun way to evolve the game. Because as you see right now, we're with that park and the My Team access is somewhat in the city. So if I walk over to this area of the city, I can literally go to the park from here. It loads me into the mall. Then from the mall, the My Team area where I'm here to buy stuff, whatever, I can go into this park that I was just showcasing. And that's amazing. And I love that part of the game. But again, to give you the idea of what I'm saying, I'm going to show you in a second. So my personal goal would be just like this part. You can come into an affiliation. I'm not sure affiliations are going to be in 2026. We haven't confirmed that so far, but it'll just be My Team area like this, where you just walk in through the city. When you're in here, you can play in all the different modes that they have for that, as well as manage and do other things, in the area within the My Team field. This is something that I think could be immersive. What happens is now I have a My Team menu right in this thing. You have My Career here, and next to My Career, it'll be My Team. And what that means is all the menus, I can kind of go through some of that stuff, click down on what I feel I need to do or not do, and handle my things as well while I'm in My Career. Okay, and same thing vice versa for My Team. Okay, so both of these modes will have that first combination. Again, this doesn't take away from everything that they're going to do. Those that are probably upset in the comments, they probably left already by now, but those people that are still listening, as far as the idea is not to take away from any of the modes, but to allow progression on both different ways. So if I play in this park, going against other players with my career character, and get progression on My Team, maybe get some special items from the challenges and different things that will be implemented for me to go. So just imagine having incentive to go to the park but for my team, things of that nature, special. That's what I'm looking for. If you take it serious and they really want to next level it, have that immersion. It kind of exists on and off. They've had some things. Battle Pass now is a sample of what it could be in the long run, because they can do the same thing with the rep system. They can do the same thing with putting your character in there and having that type of experience. So those are just some of my thoughts and my feelings on what I hope and start getting implemented. Again, I've been doing a series about basically a wish list of what I think 2K can add to the game, and it's an intense one where I have a lot of good ideas. I went in depth on them. So hopefully this will give you more light on that. So feel free to share your thoughts, opinions. You don't have to agree. We could just talk about some things that we might want to see or do in the game. Okay. And by the way, by the time this gets released, it'll be like 2 or 3 days before the official MyTeam information comes out. Interested to see what they do with that, how big and great that could be going forward for the future of NBA 2K. We'll be covering that as well. So it'll probably pop up on screen if you're watching this later. All right. Enjoy. See y'all on the next one. Stay blessed. Peace.